Hello everyone, my name's Flippy. Welcome to the first video on this channel. Now, anyone who ends up seeing this from like the YouTube search page or whatever, hi, my name's Flippy. I'm a Instagram meme page. Trying to get 10k by December. Don't know if it's going to happen, but I mean, we're trying. Currently at 5,500 followers. And I asked my followers on my meme page what the first YouTube video they wanted to see on my channel, and by popular demand, they want to see me give tips on how to grow your meme page / how to start a meme page. So that's what we will be doing today. So before this video starts, I guess you should go follow me on my meme page on Instagram at Flippy with 2 Y's and 2 P's. Just help us out in our grind to get 10k by Christmas. And yeah, it'd be really appreciated. Also, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to this channel, that would also be very amazing. But anyway, the first few tips will be on people who haven't started their meme page yet and are just starting. And then I'll restart the numbers, so I'll go back to 1 and we'll talk about how to grow your meme page. So I'll leave a little timestamp about now as to when I start talking about how to grow your meme page. So tip number 1 on starting a meme page. I think it's the most obvious thing, but you need to have a good name, profile picture, and bio. I mean, if your account isn't looking that nice, no one's really going to want to follow, are they? They're going to be like, this guy doesn't look like he's putting in much work to it. So make sure you have a nice name, profile picture, and bio. For the name, just choose something creative. For the profile picture, make anything you want, just get creative. And for the bio, just put something like, oh, your daily meme plug. And, I mean, a goal of what you're trying to get to by the end of the year. And maybe even you can put your backup account if you have made one as well. Tip number 2, before you even do anything with your account, would be to post at least 6 or 9 pictures. This is so that when people click on your account looks really, really active. Now, for tip number 3, it's a bit more of a recommendation. So what I recommend is you don't go private until you have at least 1,000 followers. Now, a lot of accounts will tell you going private is a good way to grow, and it is, but if you're already a small account, if you have, let's say, 100 or so followers, not many people are going to be seeing your posts and that. And one of the big factors of growing while private is people sending your memes to their friends. But while you don't have that many followers, not a lot of people are going to be doing that. Now, this will factor into one of my tips on how to grow your meme page, but if you are doing a lot of story for story or post for post or just advertisements with other meme accounts, make sure that you are private during that, because if you're using like some girl bait or something, not a lot of people are going to believe it if they click on your account and it turns out it's public with a load of memes on it. So it's a lot more believable if you are a private account. Tip number 4. Now this tip is for the people who have chosen to stay public. So, if you have chosen to stay public, make sure to use a lot of hashtags to make sure that you get onto the explore page and get reach you wouldn't normally get. It sounds like an obvious one, but not a lot of people do use hashtags. And if you want to know what hashtags you should use, I'm pretty sure there's some hashtag websites online where you can figure out the most popular hashtags in obviously the meme community or whatever sort of thing you're posting. Now those were my tips on how to start a meme page. It's kind of like my guide, but now these are the tips for people who have already made a meme page and who want tips on how to grow. So tip 1 on how to grow your meme page would be to do a lot of SFS and PFP. Now, those are story for story and post for post. So on story for story, you both send each other some bait, and then you would post it. On post for post, you send each other some bait, and then you would actually post it on your feed instead of like your Instagram story. These are probably the best ways to grow because you are both benefiting from it. But please don't be one of those accounts that goes round with 500 followers and decides to message, 5 or 6k accounts saying, yo, do you want an SFS? Because the account will probably just respond SFP. And SFP is story for post, and it is really not a good way to grow. Because what happens is you have to do a post for this account while the account only has to put you on their story. And you will not gain that much. In fact, I ended up stopping doing SFS in general, and I just moved on to doing post for post because people actually believe it a lot more and it gets seen by a lot more people. So never do story for post either. Just stick to your follower range, do SFS and PFP with people with the same kind of followers as you. So if you have 500, maybe limit it to like 700 or even 1,000 if those accounts are happy to do it with you. Now, tip number 2 for if you're a public account would be to post video memes. Now, they have to be funny video memes, or it could even be IGTV videos, so videos over 1 minute. But the reason I say to post memes as videos instead of pictures is because then people will watch it for longer and you will get more watch time on your post, which means Instagram will be like, oh, this is keeping people on our app for longer, let's promote it a lot more, and it'll be hella more likely to hit the explore page. And that's the main goal when you're a public account, it's to hit the explore page, otherwise you're not really going to gain. I would say that if you are a private account, you gain more followers, but if you're a public account, you get more views and likes and stuff like that. So it really depends on what you want. If you want more engagement on your posts, be public. If you're aiming to get more followers, then I'd say be private, but you have to have a decent amount of following first. Now, tip number 3, which I don't actually hear too many people saying all too much, is make the caption a question. Don't just make it a question like, oh, what's your favourite colour? Make it a question like, something related to the post. So if the meme was, let's say, a Joe Mama meme, just put something like, who's Joe? And put like something like brackets, wrong answers only. Because then people will engage with your post, they'll put comments. And the more engagement you get, the more likely your post will hit the explore page. The aim is to get as many comments and likes as possible in the first hour. That's what makes it more likely to pop up in the explore page. And even if you're private, it still helps out because it means your post will pop up into more people's feed. Now, tip number 4 is for the people who don't mind spending money on their account. So, if you have money, I would recommend buying promos. Now, this could be from me, this could be from even bigger accounts, but if you buy promos, you don't have to post for the other person. They just end up posting for you, and you're basically buying a shout out from them. Some accounts do it for quite cheap. So I've seen some 1 million follower accounts selling captions for $18, which is actually really cheap. And you can get some pretty cheap shout outs, and you gain a lot of followers from it. Now, my final tip for today is join engagement group chats, because in these engagement group chats, you actually get more engagement, and obviously that's what you want, because the more engagement you get, the more comments and stuff like that, more likely your post will pop up in people's feed. So, engagement group chats, they are really good. You're with other meme accounts, you send each other's posts to them, and then you have to like and comment on that person's post, and they do the same for you. Now, one more tip would be to join my Discord. In my Discord, we have loads of meme accounts who want to do story for story and post for post and have engagement group chats in there. So, if you want to find other meme accounts to talk to, just join my Discord. Link is in the description. Anyway, thank you all for watching this video. I'll see you on the next one. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace.